Warning, this video contains mild spoilers for Digimon Adventure 2020, if, you know, you're waiting for the dub or something. With the dub of Digimon Adventure 2020 on the horizon, and after chatting in my Discord with people like 19 Decline, I've been thinking a lot about the alternative potential of that rebooted season. What would that show look like if it had changed things up even more than it already did? And I thought, well, the biggest change they probably could do would be to give those existing Digidestined brand new Digimon partners, and so on today's video, we're doing exactly that. What is up, digital companions? My name is Karn EX and welcome back to another video, and if it's not welcome back, the fate of the digital world rests on you liking and subscribing, so do it now! Actually, it just makes me feel better. Cheers! So yes, today we're giving new partners to Digimon Adventure's cast of kids. I figured while technically any Digimon is on the table here, it would be nice as we're kind of modernizing this reboot to specifically choose more modern Digimon. So generally I am going to be picking rookies that debuted between 2010 and 2020, but there are a couple of Digimon that are going to buck that trend and be exceptions. Either because no suitable rookie debuted in that time period, or I thought certain Digimon had mascot potential, or were Digimon that I'd always wanted to see be given to certain kids. So beginning with Sora, I'm going to give her Vorvomon. Vorvomon debuted in 2016 in Digimon Lynx, and its line of Vorvomon, Lavorvomon, Larvogaritamon, and Voltramon fulfill some of those similar flying and fire themes of Sora's Biyomon line. But it is kinda like a flying hunk of lava, which might not be super handy for situations where Birdramon, for example, would carry the party everywhere, but I mean, you could literally just write one line that's like, oh, Vorvomon, we got a special basket so that you're not going to burn us when you carry us anymore or something. It's fake, it's made up, do whatever you want. But if you really don't like Vorvomon's line, an alternate that just barely squeaks in debuting in 2010 is my favourite and some of yours, Hyokomon, with its line of Baraimon, Butenmon, and Chronomon Holy Mode. But I actually personally would probably prefer Vorvomon here, but can understand that Hyokomon might be better for our more traditional bird focus, and not burning kids alive focus. And then squeaking in on the other side of our 2010 to 2020 limit is Mimi's partner, who I have chosen to be Pomumon. I actually heavily considered giving Pomumon to Sora, giving Sora had a focus episode with them, but the potential evolutions of Pomumon I think personally don't fit super well with Sora's bird focus, and are definitely more grass-like to match Mimi's crest. So Mimi's Pomumon will become Parasaurmon and then Teropiamon. But I think much like how Mimi's Palmon got an alternate champion in Ponchomon, her Pomumon could have an alternate ultimate in Ayatarmon, before finally becoming Bancho Lilymon. This is to kind of fold in a bit of that femininity from Mimi, but also to fulfill a promise that 2020 didn't cash, with that one Bancho Mamemon Rosemon episode. I did also consider Hydramon and Bloom Lordmon, as they are both Ayatarmon and Teropiamon intended evolutions, but I just didn't think they fit super well for Mimi. And yes, I could have also used Sarasmon, but I've used that in like so many videos for Mimi now. But you know, if you like Sarasmon, that works too. So next is Izzy, and yes, he's one of the Digidestined breaking our rules slightly, as his rookie will be Kabuterimon that debuted in 2005. However, that's still a lot more modern than Digimon like Tentamon or Kunemon or even Fanbimon. So I'm reasonably happy with Kabuterimon. I then really wanted to switch things up with Izzy's partner's evolutions, combining his knowledge of tech with his partner's bug theme, and settled that his champion Evo would have to be Ballistamon. I really like Ballistamon as a Kabuterimon Evo, alongside Kabuterimon of course as a really good rookie pick for Beetlemon. And I also like that it gives Ballistamon a full-on human partner, rather than the kind of partner-adjacent role it had in Cross Wars. The ultimate will then be Atla Ballistamon, a nice callback to Izzy's original Atla Kabuterimon, before finally becoming something like Ancient Beatmon. The thing I'm not fond about a pick like Ancient Beatmon or Rhino Kabuterimon is we really lose the mecha technology feel of this line. So while they will definitely do, I think ideally I would prefer a full-on mecha technological mega level Digivolution of Atla Ballistamon, which, now I talk about that, good video idea, stay tuned. Next up is
Joe, the who? Joe Mama.
And we have a lovely little aquatic modern partner for him in Sangomon. It debuted in 2020 on the Digimon Pendulum Z, and its official art just shows how full of personality it could be as a partner Digimon. I think it's a really good fit for Joe, and it would get its dedicated line of Sangomon to Tabiyumon to Gisokumon and finally Regalicusmon. Joe was one of the kids that didn't get any mode changes in 2020, so I think it'd be cool if maybe his alternate Mega was Neptunemon, or maybe even he got something like an alternate Ultimate in Frozomon. A lot of frozen and watery options for Joe, I think, more so than a lot of the other kids. And then we move over to our two other exceptions. Well, apart from Izzy, I guess. Can't believe I sound just like Haley Joel Osment. What the fuck is her name? Haley Williams, Haley Joel Osment. Just carry on like that was a normal thing. TK and Kari. I have long thought it would have been really cool if these two kids got partnered with Terriermon and Lopmon. And in a reboot where Willis may not exist, why not give them the dog and bunny pair? And yes, these Digimon are way older than any other rookies on this list, but did both get X antibody forms debuting in 2019, right before Adventure 2020 came out. So they probably were on Digimon's mind at this point, so maybe we could use these more furry, holy looking X antibodies to inform holy mode changes for the rookies, similar to how Metal Greymon X and where Garurumon X inspired a lot of choices with Alterous mode and Sagittarius mode. So TK's Terriermon will become Gargomon, and then Rapidmon, but maybe it could also mode change to Rapidmon Gold for some plot point. This would kind of echo the golden vibes of TK's alternate Pegasusmon in Adventure 2020, and they'd both be Armor Digimon. And then finally the Mega will be Mega Gargomon or Saint Galgomon. While the Saint thing more references Saint Bernard's, it could also be considered a saint/holy reference in this case. And given TK also got an alternate Mega in Godramon, Fujinmon could be the alternate Mega in this instance. And then for Kari's Lopmon, her good champion will be Teruimon, but perhaps the darkness, like the plotline involving Gatomon and Skull Knightmon in 2020, could be represented by her Lopmon first being encountered as a Wendigomon, and then from there, fairly standard, we will have Antilamon and Cherubimon Virtue as the Mega, but maybe also Dianamon could be the alternate, so Cherubimon kind of acting as the Holy Dramon equivalent and Dianamon kind of acting as the Ophanimon equivalent, I guess. I also really heavily considered giving Kari Meikumon, but that might be one bridge too far. And then is our two boys, the protagonists ostensibly of 2020, although it really did just become the Taichi show. Anyway, I've gone a bit left field here and decided to give Matt Ludomon. This may seem a little bit odd, but bear with me. Ludomon debuted in 2017, so is a great fit for our desired time frame, and has a surprising similar visual joke going on with Gabumon. In this art of Ludomon, we see it sans armor and stressed out, similar to the nature of Gabumon being a lizard wearing Garurumon pelt, and in the few times where Gabumon actually lost that pelt, although admittedly off screen. I think this little soldier Digimon and its nervousness would be a really interesting fit for Matt, especially stealing its resolve by getting its armor and shield on. It would then digivolve to Tia Ludamon, which is a very wolf-focused champion form to parallel Matt's Garurumon, a little sort of lizardy creature that is definitely not a wolf, that wears some kind of armor or hide to protect itself and kind of change its appearance. Then digivolving specifically to a wolf is such a weird parallel between the two that I don't know if I've ever seen before. Then of course it would digivolve to Raiji Ludomon, the thunder and lightning of this Digimon being a pretty great parallel to those elements that for some reason we see in the Digimental of Friendship, and when you line all three of those Digimon together, wow, do they really have a ton of parallels with Matt's Gabumon partner, Lion and Crest. And then, yeah, the Mega will be Brywell because Ty's partner will be Zubamon. Zubamon is of course the 20th anniversary mascot for Digimon as a franchise, starting with the original V-Pet, but I think it'd be a really cool opportunity to use it to honor 20 years of Adventure too. While of course this season would begin airing 21 years after Adventure, I have no doubt its creation is hugely tied to the celebration process of Adventure's 20th anniversary. Plus Zubamon is a dragon, which keeps that theme going for Protag partner Digimon. It will get its standard evolution line of Zuba Igamon to Duramon and finally Durandamon, but of course that means we also get an Omnimon equivalent for both of these boys in the Jogress of Brywell and Durandamon, Ragnarlord. Lordmon. Love getting to use Ragnar Lordmon here and using it as the kind of Omnimon stand-in. That's super cool. I don't really have alternative Mega or mode change picks that I think would work super great here, along the lines of Blitz Greymon or Crest Garurumon, but how funny would it be if Ty's Doramon digivolved into Victory Greymon and Matt's Raiji Ludamon digivolved into Zeed Garurumon? Anyway, those are my picks what I would give the Digimon Adventure 2020 Digidestined if they got brand new partner Digimon. Let me know what picks you would choose in the comments down below. I'm always super intrigued to hear how you guys think about these things. A huge shout out to my Sovereign ZDK14, as well as my Digidestined, including brand new Digidestined Antichrist 620, as well as MVBBX, Finnish Caesar, Metallic Pool, Brandon Lister, Rec BCQ, Dresden Nova, Chaos Dude 7111, Andrew Sobel, Spiky Belmont, Gekka Lucci, Koltaku, Kenya Kubiyaki, Kaya Yeager, Rule Lima, Reese Williams, Sad Uncle Callum, and Crimson Dragon Slayer. And to everyone else who supports the channel with their hard-earned money, you can see their names on screen right now. Also check out the video below me because it is going to be one that YouTube knows you will love from my channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time when we go digital. Bye bye.